Welcome to the 411, home of the truth.
Giving me nothing. Giving me nothing. Giving me nothing. I want you. Giving me nothing. Yeah. Giving me nothing. Yeah. Giving me nothing. Hungry. Yeah. I want you.
What's going on, everybody? This is your host RJ once again with the 411 Experience. And as always, you never know when there's new information to be given and to be shown. I am here organically with Damien Doran. Damien Doran is a motivational speaker, strong advocate of the mind. And before we get into all that, I want to tell our viewers who you are.
Chris Potter.
Chris Potter. Now, Chris Potter, you two do a lot of work together, correct?
Yes, sir.
You know, in that space. So I wanted our viewers to get a chance to know a little bit about you guys and what you do, because I personally was very intrigued by the conversation that we had previously about who you guys were and what you're doing. So I thought it would be something very important to share with our viewers at the 411. So formally introduce yourself and let everyone know.
I appreciate that. RJ. My name is Damien Doran. They call me Mr. Green Bay, where I'm from.
Yeah.
If you ever heard of the Green Bay Packers.
Indeed.
Yeah, all right. I'm a Bears fan. Go Bears. But no, about a year ago, the story starts at birth, right?
Right.
But about a year ago, I decided that I was going to open up a nonprofit and focus on youth empowerment and really put them in a position to where they learn to write their own story.
Okay.
So our three pillars are writing workshops, storytelling, and community engagement. Mm-hmm. And I know for me as a writer, as an artist, writing lyrics was like,
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, what if I'm old, I'm 48 now. So what do I do? What do I do now? Right.
Yeah.
I still have the passion. But after learning some principles and philosophies and focusing on mental health with my own child and myself,
right.
I also took it to that level too now, where we focus on the mental health of the youth. Right along with it, so it's like a dual purpose,
For sure.
Help them tell their own story,
That's
but
right.
let them help them figure it out first,
Yes.
and so that they're comfortable enough and confident enough to tell their own story.
So what was your story growing up? Like, tell us a little bit about, let's go into your background.
Yeah,
Let's start from the
very
beginning.
colorful.
Okay.
Very colorful. Born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. I'm a 77 baby. Same birthday as Albert Einstein.
Okay, so you're a genius.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I'm working on it.
Working on it. That's all right.
Grew up white mom, black dad. Mom ran away from a little town in Wisconsin called Shawano. Met my dad. Lived the nightlife. So I seen all the things that I shouldn't have seen at an early age. Right.
Yeah. Got turned on to some things.
Got turned on to some things. Had a very, very colorful existence. Went from private Catholic schools to prison.
Wow.
So preschool to prison pipeline is real. I'm a survivor of that.
Wow.
And then just really, got out of prison, went to corporate America, learned how to build teams successly for major corporations like T-Mobile and Nextel and Verizon and AT&T. So I had that experience.
Wow.
Then went through a down spiral. Mom passed, wife got divorced. My oldest brother went to prison and lost custody of my oldest son. So downward spiral. And
Once again, it's like a roller coaster.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's when my mental snapped.
Absolutely.
And so that was scary, man, to be in such a dark place that you don't even realize the darkness that you're surrounded by.
Right.
Where to go, how to get out.
With no therapy, with nothing. Oh, no. Wow. Yeah.
So, fast forward, we're talking 20 years of recovery time, getting my mind back right and getting my spirit back right, education and all that good stuff. You just decide that you want to do better, or you don't.
Right, exactly.
And I decided I did. So
you made a conscious choice that
absolutely.
I want to do better.
Absolutely. And so that's
better.
what we did. And so by me becoming who I am, I attracted my friend who I was in music with.
Okay, I was just gonna ask.
Yep, I attracted my friend that I was in music with, and I said, hey, I really like what you've been doing with yourself, because he branched off, well before I did, and got his self all the way together. He could tell you his story. Okay. And then when we relearned each other's story, it kind of solidified Okay, all right. So
Yeah,
two
we got
guys on their
something
own
here.
mental health journey.
Right.
He comes from a very technical, mental, cerebral, and I come from a very emotional, logical, reason type
All
of
right.
space. So combined together, I'll let him tell his story. But this man's
Absolutely.
amazing.
Yeah.
How do you condense? All right. Let's see.
Just start it, yeah.
I will start at baby. All right. I was adopted by my mom and dad right out of the hospital as a baby, as an infant. The journey started there. Good childhood, fairly nice. Everybody was good. Then I started trying to figure out who I was, because
Right.
there comes that activity in the 3rd or 4th grade. Which parent do you look more like? And you got to look at that piece of paper like, oh man,
Neither.
I actually don't look like either one of my parents. So growing up through early to teen, I'm struggling to figure out where do I belong.
Right.
Who are my friends? Where am I? What am I? Who am I?
Right.
Into high school, got some bad friends. Turned into doctor visits. What's
Okay.
wrong? What's wrong with this kid? Something's
Right.
wrong with my son. He's not listening.
Right.
It's ADD. So they give you the Adderall. Then they say it's something else, and then the side effect from that turns into, we think he's bipolar. And at that point, as a kid, you're like, okay, the doctor, I trust the doctor. He's a doctor.
Right.
Bipolar diagnosis turns into 10 years of medication, just a complete bottomless pit.
Right. Just a whirlwind of just
Therapy after
drugs.
therapy after drugs after
Wow.
drugs after drugs. And it came all the way to a conclusion of electroshock therapy, where they put you to sleep and they shock your brain and
shock your
put you into
brain.
a seizure to try and make the crazy go away.
Right.
When you come out of that and you realize that there's never anything wrong with me, I'm just really smart and I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I was. I had no identity growing
Right.
up. So what I've been doing is I developed a software platform for VR and AI to help the ADD kids and the kids in the special needs classes. Instead of telling them that they're broken, they can go through this VR world and just play a game, and it tests every different level of their intelligence, and it will actually generate a new learning curriculum, a report for these kids, so they can teach them the way that they learn instead of telling them that they're broken.
Wow. Incredible. You never know. That is incredible.
Thank you.
So when you combine the two worlds, now fast forward, I understand
Yeah.
where this dynamic duo, comes into
Yes.
play. So you're dealing with them from the technical aspect of it, getting into the brain, identifying with it, and then you go with the motivational and the life coaching of it all.
Right.
So that's a recipe for success on its own.
Yeah, it's been beautiful.
Wow.
So we partnered up with Mindful Mondays, which is a tribal circle
Okay.
where we get together with young minds and old heads. So we put the young YNs.
You're not leaving the old heads out
Yeah,
here, huh?
no, we
Okay.
put the YNs and the old heads in the same circle, and we asked one question. And
What's
this
that?
question's inspired by a men's mental health group called Brothers Helping Brothers in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Love that.
It's one question: how was your week?
Simple as that.
Simple as that. And so you'll be surprised on how many people actually are waiting, ready to go if somebody's willing to ask and listen.
Right.
And so the kids come in with their arms crossed, legs crossed, eyes crossed, and
Defense.
then defense mechanisms, right? And then all of a sudden they see old heads just sharing because,
Right.
we've seen the magic with guys getting together for a little over, I think the group is about 3 years old now, but
Okay.
I've been in for like a year and a half.
Okay.
And you just see the magic. You see guys come in broken, distraught,
Right.
beaten up, just depressed and what have you, ready to put a bullet through their throat.
Right. You're the last hope.
And we're the last hope. And literally this man seen somebody in traffic, was like, it's Tuesday, come with me. And he called him afterwards, like, bro, you literally saved my life. So when we
Wow.
seen it work for the adults, we brought it to the kids, and boy, these kids are special, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
So, friends don't let friends crash out. That's the slogan.
Right. I like
Right.
that. Friends don't let friends crash
Friends don't
out.
let friends crash out. And we got to hold each other accountable and hold ourselves
Definitely.
accountable to be better friends.
Absolutely. So Do you guys tour and do like seminars in different states, or you're not quite?
I have a feeling that that gets going. It's happening right now. So thank you so much.
That's why I'm
for
saying.
listening.
That's why I'm
I
saying.
really think it's happening right now. Just partnered up out here on we went on a almost 30-hour drive here on a humbug. I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
Sure.
I just trusted my friend, and so.
Now we're
If you want to book and have a conversation about 13 minutes, I have a campaign called 13 Minutes. You can literally reach out to mrgreenbay.com.
There you go.
Contact me there, hashtag 13 minutes, and I will give you 13 minutes to help talk you off any ledge.
Awesome. And we're definitely going to post a link here on this episode right here for our viewers and anybody that's watching that wants to get more information. Book these guys, have them come to your city. You know, if you want to create an event where you can have them come speak at the event, that would be amazing, because the more we get the word out and we spread this out, it's going to be the impact.
Yeah.
But it's going to take everybody to play their part.
It takes a village.
It takes a village. So if you are an event coordinator, you do events, you know, look these guys up, check them out, and maybe you can book them for your next event. I want to thank you guys.
I appreciate
both.
you.
I myself just met these two gentlemen, and it's been a pleasure. It won't be the last.
Awesome.
We got your back. We're going to support you, because I'm all
Thank you,
about
brother. Appreciate you.
motivational speaking and life coaching. And I'm very intrigued on what you're talking about, because, you know, I am a community man. You know, all of my, you know, my brothers, they are, you know, they have kids. You know, one of my good friends is a football coach, you know, for the kids. So, and all the kids nowadays, they love video games, and old heads, they love the video games. So that's where a large percentage of their time is anyway. So if you have this app and what you're saying, and they can actually benefit from them, it can help them stay off of medication, you know, drugs, you know, and you can find out what's thriving them and where they're at.
Success is a drug too.
For sure.
Yeah, I'd much rather
100%.
have them hooked on trying to win than hooked on doing something else.
Sure.
That's right.
And that's when we got to change the paradigms, because success is a drug too.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
I
And
love
how to
your
handle that.
tenacity. I love you not conforming.
Right.
I love you being non-compliant. I love you testing the rules and asking questions.
Correct.
Come here, let me help you channel that now.
That's it.
That's it.
How to channel it.
How do
Let me
That's it.
channel that now. Let's use
I
your
love that.
logic plus your reason to overcome your emotions.
Yes.
And make rational responses and not reactions to what happens to us.
Exactly. There you have it, man. I want to thank you both
Thank you. Appreciate
for taking the time to talk to us and sharing the 411, sharing your 411 with
Appreciate
us. I am your host, RJ. Shout out to
Appreciate y'all.
everybody.
Hey, real guy right here. Literally just met. Absolutely pleasure, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, man.
He's the real one. He's the real one.
That's how it is. Thank you, guys. Is your host, RJ, with the 411 Experience. Thanks for watching. We're out.
Giving me my dogs hungry. Yeah, giving me my dogs hungry. Yeah, giving me my dogs hungry. Yeah, I want you. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All that talking done, boy, when the wolves come out. Watch the fade away and Reggie when it comes to shooting. Heart pace at least, flesh from scar to running straight through them. Man, crazy with the tools, no power patrol. Die slow as the world turns, drama light show. The catacombs and grave remains propane with they head blown. How you got syphilis on the brain, no botch, no go. Let me whisper in your ear, you should've found Jesus. Record skipping, soul gone, pine box with the fresh creases. No leasing, cinemass, turned you paraplegic. Oil's leaking out on the concrete, burning transmission. Unexplained mystery, what you think you solving? Better check the dental record.